literally just hopped out of a moving car because I was on the date from hell. Okay, like when I tell you I didn't even wait for this man to pull over, he was over an hour late for our date. Over an hour late to our date. I should have known then to just cancel the because you're not respecting my time. However, I overlooked it because I'm like, oh my God, I've known this person since high school, and he's communicating with me, letting me know like, hey, I'm going to be, this amount of minutes late. Like, he's calling me, texting me, letting me know what's up because there's traffic. We live here in LA. Happens, he's coming off work, whatever. So I was cool with it. I was like, all right, cool, you're being communicative, like I'll still continue the date. He comes to pick me up over an hour late, and when I get in the car, we hug. Hey, nice to see you, haven't seen you in a while, like, good to see you, right? And then I let him know, like, hey, like, you're an hour late, like next time, like, please don't show up so late because like I won't like go on a date. Like, I was being firm, I wasn't being I wasn't being condescending, I wasn't yelling, I wasn't being aggressive, none of that. I was just letting him know, like, hey, I'm a very punctual person, my time is valuable to me, and if you're gonna tell me you're gonna be here at 6 o'clock, don't show up past 6. Okay, don't show up at especially 7 o'clock an hour later. And do you know that this man turned his car around? It's like, I'm taking you back home. Like, who do you think you are telling me that I can't be late picking you up to a date? I drove 30 minutes to pick you up and I paid for these tickets and blah, 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 blah. And who do you think you are? Who the do I think I am, sir? Like, this is why they warn you, don't ever date the person that has chased you for a long time, that has wanted you for a long time, because they're usually crazy. I jumped out of a halfway moving car tonight because I could not get away from this man fast enough. And I left his door wide open and he like busts in the middle of the street and like peels off. What the is wrong with you, men? Are you seriously mad because someone told you don't be an hour late to picking them up? The woman that you've been chasing for over 20 years finally gives you the time of day. I feel like this is one of those moments where he had it in his mind the whole time to play in my face because he wanted to get back at me from 20 years ago or something. Now, mind you, this is not an ex. I've never done anything to this man. I've never slept with him, never kissed him, never like curved him in any type of way, never played with this man's emotions. But I feel like because he didn't have access to me for over 20 years, when he finally got the opportunity, he wanted to like show me who's boss. Okay.
I had to comment on this video because some believe that the man was wrong. If I was the man, I would have done the same thing. She is an argumentative and inconsiderate person. And because of it, this tells me that she would be nothing but problems. And this is why she has no man. He was considerate. He called and let her know he would be late. Life happens. Things come up that are unexpected. If she was a considerate person, then she would have understood. Instead, when he got there to pick her up, she had to let him know that she was the boss. She wears the pants. That she is a queen. She told him that her time is valuable and all that shit. Why even bring this up? What was the point of even saying something like this? What she said was inappropriate. If she had a problem with him running late, then she could have canceled the date right then and there. But to wait until he arrived to tell him something like this, was wrong. She knew that if she told him over the phone the same thing she said to him in the car, he would have canceled the date and never called her again. She wanted a simp, and the man was no simp. Plus, the fact that she said he turned the car around and said that he was taking her home. Then she escalated the situation to where she said that she had to jump out of the car. To me, this means she is crazy. He said that he was taking you home. So why escalate the situation? So now your dumbass has to walk home or call an Uber. So, yes. If I was him, I would have done the same thing. Just driven away and not looked back. When I take all of it into consideration, she is the type of woman that likes drama. She likes to create drama, which means all that she will be is nothing but a lot of headaches and problems. I remember I got into an argument with one of my 80-something years old aunts. Remember, my aunt is 80-something. She is not some young adult or teenager. This is the way she has been thinking all of her life. So all of the women who are over 30 that are single for a good reason. A lot of reasons. I told her that if I get into an argument with my woman, while I am driving, and if we are in the middle of nowhere, and if she got so upset that she tells me to stop the car because she wants to get out, I am going to stop the car and let her out, and then drive away. She said to me, then you really don't love her. I replied with, it has nothing to do with love. I wanted to be in a relationship with a responsible adult. And not a child. We are both adults, so we are both responsible for our own actions. You are an adult, so I will assume that you understand what you are doing. Therefore, I will not fall for any type of manipulation tactics. I am not going to start saying stuff, like, hey baby, I am sorry, come back into the car. And stuff like this. I am just going to drive away. A woman like this will never understand that what she said was wrong. She said that she did not say it in a bad way. She does not understand that it was not how she said it, it was what she said. There was no bad communication or misunderstanding. He did not do anything wrong. But she acted like he did. If I did something wrong, then you can get on my case. But I will not take the blame or take a punishment for something I did not do. I am not going to be punished for nothing. So hell yes. I am going to take your dumbass home and never call you again. And if she does not understand this, then there will be a lot of stuff in the future she will say and do that is wrong that she does not understand. Thus, all she will be is nothing but headaches and problems. My aunt has had nothing but failed relationships. And she blames the men for it all. And this also goes for many of my female cousins and female friends. However, for all of the men, the next woman they got with they married and are still married. So how can you say that it was the men that are to blame? If every man you got with was bad, then the men should have bad relationships after you. But the only one that had bad relationships after you was you. And the men all moved on to good relationships. This is probably one of the main reasons why they hate the passport brothers. If all of us men are so bad, then why do the women overseas appreciate us? Men are not the problem.